Hello, Charlie Velasquez here for Rugby in Florida and TFRO. Today I have the pleasure to be announcing this Rugby Skills Camp from this new company from Argentina, which is called Ma7e Rugby Skill Camp. And I am going to be joined by two of their founders and members, and they're going to be here in early August in Weston, giving this 2-day camp. And I'm just going to introduce him right now. We have Rodrigo Etchart. Hi, Rodrigo. How are you?
Hi, Charlie. How are you doing? It's a pleasure for me to be here. So thank you for everything. I'm really into the skill camp in August.
We're very excited to have you guys, and also Marcos Moneta. Hi, Marcos. How are you doing?
Hi, Charlie. How are you doing? It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for your time.
You guys are in Buenos Aires. It must be really cold. It's really hot here, so get ready, because when you come, you're gonna be like melting.
Yeah, personally, I prefer hot than cold, and here is a very cloudy day. So I'm just with my head into Miami.
Me too. Florida. We want to escape from here.
I don't blame you. So tell us about, just to let people know, this is going to be a rugby skills camp beginning of August. How did and your team, the team is pretty impressive. So a couple of questions to begin with. How did you come up with this idea, and talk about a little bit of your teammates that are going to be coming here?
Well, I will start talking about this. I got retired last year. Well, I'm Rodrigo Etchart. I played for the Argentina rugby team in sevens for around 8 years. And last year, after the Olympics in Tokyo, I decided to retire and to start a new after.
You never retire from rugby. Come on.
I decided to start a new after life. The high performance is quite tough, but I always want to be around rugby, the sport that I love. So the idea came like this. We are like a quite experienced players, so we are really into developing and expanding rugby sevens, and specifically how we live the rugby sevens, how we live the rugby in Argentina, all the more than the skills, all the values and all the stuff that we recreate along this year.
Very important, yes, for sure.
Yeah, talking about this, Rodrigo came to me with this idea. He was thinking about this long time ago. I'm still playing for Ma7e for Argentina rugby team. It was an idea that I thought that it was amazing. As Rodrigo talked about the values, these are things that in Argentina, as young kids, we already start learning them. Fellowship, respect, friendship, discipline. There are a lot of values that rugby give us, so that is great. That is one of our objectives, apart from learning skills, rugby skills, defense, attack. So I think it's going to be a great 2 days.
Tell us a little bit about your other two coaches that are coming.
Well, I will start with here in the spring, Franco Sábato. Franco Sábato is one of the oldest players with Gaston Rebol. That is also in our starting company, but he's having his first child. So Franco is the try scorer of the team. The name is Santiago Alvarez Forucade, and I think that some other players. He's a very disciplined man. He's the fun guy of the team. He's always joking, and he has sorry, Charlie. He has a special power. He invents the perfect nickname for every person, for every people.
And doppelganger. And doppelganger. He always teases you, and he have a doppelganger to a famous guy or I don't know, Scooby-Doo or something like that. Like perfect doppelganger.
Okay, well, we're keeping an eye on him when he comes.
Yeah.
Then we'll have the cameras
should.
on him.
You
And
should.
last but not least,
Well, Santiago doesn't need presentation. Actually, he's the captain of the Puma 7. Like for, I think this is the 4th year. He's one of my teammates of all life. We played Pumitas in 2014. We studied business
Wow.
administration together.
but he plays in the Casi, and you're from SIC, right?
Yeah.
Oh, big rival.
Actually he's from Bahia Blanca, so
Okay.
I don't mean him. But the only match that we played against, he like scored 3 tries, and I was like, I didn't want even to meet him in the Pumas training on Monday. It was like, oh no, I don't want. No, Santi Alvarez is a very important player of all these years. He apart from having the best defense of the tournament, he's a very interesting person and a very good leader.
Of course. Okay, so those are the guys that are coming. A very impressive lineup, of course. I mean, we don't get that too often around here. Let's talk a little bit about the actual camp. What is it? Let's go over a little bit about what is going to happen in the camps. This is a 2-day camp, so there's plenty of time. Tell us about your plans for the camp.
Dale.
Well, it's going to be a 2-day camp. It's going to be a Friday and Saturday. In the camp, we're going to have some chats also with the kids, talking about maybe nutrition or Q&A or some tournaments or the Olympics or something that they want to talk. We also going to have some rugby skills that would be maybe the main thing. Divided in 3 groups or 3 categories that we thought that it would be great to divide it by age. We're going to have the rookies that are going to be the 7 to 11 years old. Then we're going to have the semi-pros. There would be there you have it in 12 to 15, and then pros plus 16 years old. So we're going
up to 23. Let's just make the declaration because.
Yeah, and depending on the ages and the categories, maybe the skills would vary.
I was gonna sign up, but Gallo told me no, you can't. You're too old.
Yeah.
So up to 23.
Yeah.
And more than 23, we can make it on Sunday with some
tocata, okay.
with some barbecue.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, for sure. Well, let me tell you, Weston is well known because of their barbecues, Okapi, where you're going to be hosting this. So
I hope so.
We're going to feel comfortable.
That is one thing you're not going to miss for sure.
Okay.
And
well, sorry, Charlie, as Marco said, we are actually doing a skill-based focus camp that will, of course, challenge kids from different ages in order to become better players in the field. But actually, we are like trying to do like more support about the stuff that we already talked, that we are trying to become people better players off the field too. We are deeply confident that rugby and sports actually has beautiful values that we want to deeply encourage. As Marco said, passion, teamwork, discipline, inspiration, effort. So our proposal is not only to make skills into the players, but also to, as Marco said, make a deep footwork in values.
That's very important. What are your plans for the future? Because this would be your first one, right? Are you planning to like do this worldwide or like stay in Argentina? I don't know. What are your plans for the future once you get this going?
Yes, actually, this started with the idea of encouraging and developing people in Argentina to be more into rugby sevens. We know rugby, traditional rugby is well known in all the world, but we like sevens. We played all our life sevens. It's more dynamic. I personally prefer it. So we want to develop and to encourage rugby sevens in Argentina. But we have the opportunity of coming here to Florida. Our main our main followers are from all around the world. We play in Los Angeles. We played in Vancouver, in Cape Town, in London. So there are a lot of Argentinian people and a lot of public from around the world that we want to keep in touch. And we understand that we made a very good things as sportsmen. We played very good in the Olympics. Marcos Moneta became the best player of the HSBC Sevens. So we understand that this is the first skill camp, and we are into doing more of them, and hoping people like them, like how we take rugby, how we understand rugby, and hope we do a lot of more.
Yeah, and also it's a good place to start here in USA, because rugby is growing a lot, especially in USA. Starting with the sevens, they have a pretty good competitive team, and also in 15. So it's a great place to start.
You like to play them, the USA, on the
HSBC, personally, I love to play USA's. They're always good matches. We are both good teams, so it's always there's good matches.
Marcos, as I have you here, I cannot miss the opportunity just to ask you a little bit about that final with Fiji in Vancouver. That was one amazing game. Tell me a little bit about that game, because I watched it live, and it was really impressive. You're always expecting Fiji to,
Yeah.
You were the Fijis of that game. I don't know.
The team. I don't know how many years ago we didn't win a gold medal. I think it was 12 years ago. 2009, I think that was the last gold medal.
In Los Angeles.
And in the same season we already played a final with South Africa and we lost it. So that game we played with a mentality that we told us we can't let this go. We have to win or win. And as we always say, we have to leave everything in the field. Doesn't matter if you're winning, losing. So it was. I think that that final we had a connection that we never had.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, and that was reflected in the results. So personally, I enjoyed a lot. And
I guess you did.
I always look it again in YouTube or in my iPad, or where I have the match, but it was incredible.
Okay, yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it personally. So just before we go, give me your Argentina versus Scotland tomorrow. What is your prediction?
I think.
Give me a point spread.
We're going to win. It's going to be the first match in the Pumas of Lautaro Zambeles. That it was a great player playing with us in the Olympic Games.
Okay.
I think that we have a great team. We had 11 changes, but it's a pretty good team, pretty dynamic team from Argentina. I think that they're going to be great. It's the first time playing Santiago del Estero. I think that we're going to win, and I think that we're going to win.
How many points? Difference. Point difference.
Point difference.
Yeah.
Come on, 16. Take a risk.
Come on, man. Also 16. You, Rodrigo. 16.
No,
okay. Yeah. What about you, Rodrigo?
No, I think it will be a tougher match. I think that Nico Sanchez is playing, Marcos?
No,
he's not. He's not.
Emi Bofelli is going to kick to the goal.
Bofelli.
I think that Bofelli will set up the match with 3 points. So
okay.
The difference will be in 3.
3. 16. I say 5. Okay.
So
let's see. And finally, if you want, as you know, we have a big Argentinian community here, and in rugby especially, we have a lot of kids and families from Argentina involved in rugby. So as I let you go, if you want to give a little message in Spanish for los argentinos de Miami, mándenles un saludo.
Bueno, arranco, va a ser un placer estar en Weston, Florida. Para nosotros, como dije antes, que siempre jugamos lejos de nuestras casas, es muy importante todo el apoyo de las personas que están en el exterior, y queremos devolver un poco de ese calor, un poco de todo ese cariño con todo este proyecto para realmente desarrollar y fomentar este deporte que tanto queremos, no solo con las cosas técnicas, sino con los valores y con la comunidad, que siempre es lindo estar con gente de nuestro país. Así que espero verlos a todos, y lo dejo con Marquito.
Nada, sumando un poco a las palabras de Ro, ojalá vernos pronto. Sé que nos vamos a ver. La verdad que, como dice Ro, nosotros viajamos mucho, así que cada vez que escuchamos una tonada argentina en un país que no sea Argentina, se nos llena el corazón. Así que nada, espero poder verlos, disfrutar del fin de semana, del campo, de la semana, tomar unos mates juntos y a ver si podemos hacer un asadito también. Así que nada, un abrazo grande y vamos arriba.
Okay, muchas gracias. We'll see you soon. Stay a minute. Don't go away, okay?